This is what the narcissist never thought you would do. Narcissists believe that you will always remain trapped in their web and under their control. This is because they see themselves as superior. They view you as an extension of themselves, rather than as an independent individual. They have an inflated sense of self-importance and believe they are entitled to manipulate and control you. They assume you will always need them or be too weak to leave. They use tactics like gaslighting, love bombing, and intermittent reinforcement to create dependency, making you doubt yourself and believe you can't function without them. They struggle to see people as whole individuals with their own autonomy. Instead, they categorize people as either useful or worthless. If you're useful, they'll assume you stay. If you leave, they may try to hoover you back. They project their own weakness onto you and deny reality. They assume you're emotionally dependent on them, just as they are dependent on external validation. So they don't believe you can truly break free. They've experienced past success with control. They've controlled other people before you and gotten away with it. So they assume they can keep doing it. They underestimate your ability to wake up to their revelation and walk away. But the reality is that there is a powerful move you can use to break free and make them regret their arrogance. It is an action they will never see coming, and it will shake their delusions of omnipotence. 1. Grey Rock Method. The narcissist feeds off your emotional energy like a parasite draining its host. They thrive on control, attention, and emotional reactions, whether positive or negative. Your emotions act as their fuel, reinforcing their sense of power and importance. But when you stop reacting and go emotionally cold, you cut off their energy supply, which leads to narcissistic starvation, to where they will react with panic and desperation, rage and aggression, discard or replacement, and obsessive hoovering later on. When you stop feeding them any emotion, whether it's love, hate, sadness or frustration, they lose their power. A narcissist without supply is like a fire without oxygen. Your indifference is their worst nightmare. 2. Be silent. When you give a narcissist the power of your silence, you take away the one thing they crave the most: control over your emotions. Silence is not just the absence of words, it's a weapon that strips them of their power and forces them to face their own emptiness. When you go silent, the narcissist will panic and scramble for control. They will try to provoke a reaction because they feel exposed and unimportant. If you don't react, they will seek a new supply. Not because they miss you as a person, but because they miss the control they had over you. 3. Create distance. The narcissist never truly expects you to create distance. They operate under the belief that they have you under their control indefinitely, either through manipulation, fear, guilt or trauma bonding. They assume that no matter what they do, you will always return to them or remain emotionally entangled. When you create distance, the narcissist will experience shock and denial. They will test your boundaries and hoover you to see if they can pull you back in. But if you don't take the bait, they will respond with rage and retaliation, followed by discrediting and replacing you. But this doesn't mean that they've forgotten you. They will obsess over you and engage in long-term hoovering because they need to prove to themselves that they still have power. So even though it may seem like they've moved on, they will often circle back months or years later to see if they can still manipulate you. They may send random messages, check your social media, or suddenly act as if nothing happened. They do not do this because they care, but because they hate losing control. When you create distance, you expose their worst fear, that they are not as powerful as they believed. They expected you to stay trapped in their web, but by walking away you prove them wrong. That's why your distance is the ultimate power move. Four, cut off all contact. At first, the narcissist will refuse to believe you're truly gone. They will assume you're playing a game, trying to get attention, or just need time to cool off. They will expect you to return just like before. Once they realize you've freely disappeared, they will scramble to regain control. You can expect fake apologies and promises to change. Love bombing to lure you back, playing the victim, creating drama to force you to react, or using flying monkeys to guilt trip you. If hoovering fails, they will lash out with smear campaigns, triangulation, and sabotage attempts. To fill the void, they will rush to find someone new, but they will still obsess over you. They will secretly hope you fail without them, so that they can feel superior. No contact empowers you. You take back control. You reclaim your energy. You break the trauma bond by finally seeing the truth. Your confidence returns when you realize they never defined you, and you become truly free. You no longer care what they think or do. You don't miss or hate them. You just don't care anymore. And that is your ultimate victory. 5. Live a happy life without them. At first, breaking free feels like stepping into the unknown. There's fear, self-doubt, and maybe even guilt. But then, something shifts. As time passes, the weight lifts, the fog clears, and suddenly, the world looks brighter, light, and full of possibility. You will experience an overwhelming sense of peace. It's like you can suddenly breathe. No more walking on eggshells. No more waiting for the next outburst or revelation. No more emotional exhaustion from their drama. For the first time in a long time, you wake up feeling calm. You realize how much chaos they brought into your life, and how beautifully quiet it is without them. You start laughing freely again. You enjoy small moments without fear of judgment. You feel lighter, like a heavy burden has been lifted from your soul. Even little things like listening to music, watching a sunset, or spending time with loved ones become meaningful again. For so long they made you doubt yourself, but with distance you see the truth. You were never weak, you were just manipulated into believing you were, and now you're unstoppable. Without their control, life feels limitless. You chase your dreams, you create healthy relationships, and you embrace new opportunities that once felt impossible. You realize that the only thing holding you back was them. And now that they're gone, nothing can stop you. But your happiness without them is the ultimate blow to their ego. It proves that they never broke you. It destroys their illusion that you are weak, helpless, or dependent on them. It shatters their sense of superiority. It triggers their insecurities. And it makes them obsessed with you. They may try to hoover you back. They might stalk your social media or ask mutual friends about you. They could even try to sabotage your success. But no matter what they do, it won't change the truth. You are free, you are thriving, and they no longer matter. Living a happy life without the narcissist isn't just revenge, it's justice. It's proof that they never truly had power over you. And while they remain trapped in their toxic cycle, you rise, you heal, and you become everything they tried to destroy. That's the greatest victory of all. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Share your thoughts in the comment section. Hit the subscribe button to receive notifications. If you would like to support the channel, you can donate at paypal.me/Narc Survivor. You can book a one-on-one with me on my website. It's narcsurvivor.co.uk. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.